Well, Donald Trump, who continues with his tariff war and the tremors that can be felt across the world, the US president continues to defend his decision of imposing tariffs. He's already called them a beautiful thing. He calls them tailored tariffs and even inviting other nations for negotiations.
And for those of you that want to know the tariffs, you've been hearing about tariffs, we're taking in almost $2 billion a day in tariffs. $2 billion a day. And we're doing very well making, I call them tailored deals, not off the rack. These are tailored, highly tailored deals. Right now, Japan is flying here to make a deal. South Korea is flying here to make a deal, and others are flying here. I mean, my only problem is I'm not sure I have enough. We're going to have to use those great law firms, I think, to help us with that. But we're going to probably do that, actually. We're going to use them, and we're getting them for the right price because we need a lot of talent. We have a lot of countries coming in that want to make deals. If I told them about making those deals 2 years ago or 3 years ago or 5 years ago, they'd be laughing at us. Now they're all signing up. Mike, you know that. And America is going to be very rich again very soon. You're going to see that happening. You see it all along. Sometimes you have to mix it up a little bit, but we've had great consideration. We've had talks with many countries, over 70. They all want to come in. Our problem is can't see that many that fast. But we don't have to because, as you know, the tariffs are on and the money is pouring in at a level that we've never seen before.
However, when it comes to the government that has been taking on the opposition parties for raising the questions there, the opposition, on the other hand, has countered the government. With the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, saying that Trump has blown the lid of the illusion, reality is biting back and the Prime Minister, according to Rahul Gandhi, is nowhere to be seen.
That's a good thing. Trump should know it.
You think that India should
but I see even Hollywood movies also. I don't think China, they have their own, First thing is language is the most important barrier for thing. What they do with the Hollywood movies. Hollywood movies are in the European countries. You have to react. Hell with your Hollywood movie. We'll go for regional movies also. Marathi, Tamil, all those movies are good movies. We can see what is there.
Well, Srinjoy, from the Indian political perspective, how do we see that? Because the government says that trade talks, the BTA, the bilateral trade agreement talks that have been taking place. On the other hand, the opposition is blaming the government for being missing in action.
Well, first of all, this trade deal is very important for India. Because if there is, let's say, there is actually a tariff on pharmaceuticals, this is something that will hurt India. So if India is working on a trade deal with America and that happens, let's say within a year or by the end of this year, then the level of pain will only be for 7-8 months. That's something much more bearable than something which is indefinite. So that the trade deal is something particularly important, and let's hope for both sides that it actually works out. Now, if that happens, maybe in September or October, then there will be a serious advantage, because then India and America will have certain advantages, both sides, because they would have agreed on tariff levels and both sides would have known where they stand. At this point, anything can happen. Okay, 27% tariff, and we knew that it would affect certain parts of our export industry. Then suddenly we are hearing about pharma tariffs. Now, if that happens, that will hurt India's pharma sector. And pharma is one of India's stronger sectors. And clearly, there is a strong level of export to America as far as pharma is concerned. So these are things that will get sorted out.
So if Indian interests are affected, we are told that the talks are underway and hoping that the talks, if successful, would benefit India. But if pharma industry is also tariffed, as in the second round of announcement coming in from the US authorities, then Indian interests may be affected too. Thank you very much, Srinjoy, for joining us here for the moment. The tariff war that is now escalating with 104% additional tariffs that has now been slapped on China. This seems to be a full-blown trade war that has now been witnessed across the globe. We'll get you more on that back after a short break.